How you doing today? I'm Frankie G, the Cooking Cowboy. Today I'm going to be making for you bacon-wrapped pork tenderloin, something all near and dear to our hearts. Okay, so let's get started and let's go look at the ingredients. What we're going to need is a couple of nice pork tenderloins, some bacon. I'm going to be making some fresh string beans on the side, some brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to prepare our beans. So let's get a cutting board out and let's start cutting those beans. I like to steam the beans, so I'm going to be putting it in a pan here to steam with. And let's get that started. I like to cut the ends off. Get these beans out of the way. They're in their picture. I'm the star of the show. So you want to cut the beans off on each side. Throw them in the pan. Try to get 2 or 3 at a time because, you know, it saves time when you're doing that. Always remember to have a garbage close by so it's just easy to dump off what's in it and just keep going. Now that I've got the green beans all cut and prepared, what I'm going to do is just sit them on the stove, put some water here in the bottom part so we can get that ready for steaming. So now that we've got the green beans ready to go, what we want to do is we want to get started on the main course, the pork loin, the star of the show. So let's get this oven set for 500 degrees because I want to get it really hot so it cooks that bacon, crisps that bacon, it doesn't overcook the inside. So you're going to want it for 500 degrees at 20 minutes. Let's get that oven going. Now we got the oven preheated. Let's get this cutting board out of the way and bring in this cutting board. So here we have 2 nice pieces of pork tenderloins. So what you see on one side, there's a piece of white, like a membrane, a piece of fat. This part is practically inedible. So what we want to do is we want to cut that out first. So you want to use a sharp knife and get that cut out first. Be very careful. Sometimes you get started on one side or the other, but once you get it going, you can pretty much cut it right out. It's going to take you a few tries. Plus you want to get the excess little bit of fat off it as well. So now that we've got the tenderloin cut and trimmed, what we want to do is we want to prepare it for the oven. First thing we need to do is to take our Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons, and 1 tablespoon of black pepper, which I already have mixed in there, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You want to mix those together. That creates the rub that goes on to the pork loin first. So let's get it started. You want to get that Dijon mustard in here first. Okay, and now we want to add our brown sugar to that as well. You want to mix that well. So once it's well mixed, you want to get that rubbed in on the pork loin. The mixture of the brown sugar and the mustard will offset each other, giving you a nice flavor underneath. You want to get it very liberally done. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Just make sure you wash your hands, okay? So now, we have all this stuff. Let's get this out of the way. So now I got that stuff out of the way. We got our pork tenderloins, which I have my brown sugar, Dijon mustard, pepper mixture rubbed in on it. So now we're going to get started with the bacon. Some people like to cut the bacon in half and just tuck it under. Personally, I like to turn around and just start wrapping it around. Get it started. Come underneath. Give it a nice little pull so it's nice and tight now. Here's where the macaroni comes in handy. Instead of using toothpicks, I like to use a raw piece of spaghetti and put it in there. and use that to hold it in place. And then you can break off the excess and throw it away. So the spaghetti actually takes the place of a toothpick. It's just a smarter way to do it, you know, no waste. So you want to continue to wrap that bacon. Start underneath where the other one left off, pick it up right here. Get it nice and tight, and just keep wrapping. Slightly overlapping as you go. Also, at the very end of the pork loin, it's thinner than the other end, so what you want to do is you want to kind of fold it over so that you get an even piece at the end. Wrap that around, and then you use the other end of the pasta straight through. Holds everything in place. And again, you don't have to worry about turning and finding a toothpick because it's pasta. So I turned it around and I repeat the steps with the other side. This time I'm going to start with the skinny end and I'm going to fold it under that way. And pull it tight. Use another piece of pasta. It's just a great trick. And since I'm using a thick cut bacon, I'm going to use every ounce of that whole pound. Again, my last little piece of pasta becomes an edible toothpick. Look at this. So now it's ready to go, and we're just waiting for that oven. Look how beautiful they look already, huh? So now while we're waiting for the oven to get ready, let's take these, transfer them into the pan so we're all ready to go as soon as it hits 500 degrees. I'm also going to use a little bit of avocado oil spray just so it doesn't stick in the bottom of the pan. There's one. And two. Now that they're in the pan, all we need to do is wait for that oven. Now that the oven's preheated, let's get these babies in there. I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. This way, at 500 degrees, it should sear that bacon on the outside, yet not overcook the pork loin on the inside. And so while that's cooking, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go wash this here because I don't want to put a cooked pork loin on a place where there was raw pork loin. So now while we're waiting for this to cook, there's one ingredient left that you have to use that you should use in every recipe. Can you guess what it is? No, it's not love. It's some Cabernet Sauvignon. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody. A big glass of wine, that's a different story, but this is a little glass of wine. Salute. Oh my goodness. Can't forget our best ingredient. So I also want to really quickly check the green beans because I see steam coming out. You want to make sure that those are firm, but you don't want them soggy. You don't want them mushy, you want them firm, but you want them cooked through. So let's go check those. They're getting there. They need more steam, but we got some time. So let's get one more taste on those green beans. I think they're ready. Let's go check. They're a good consistency. Let's get those off the heat. Mama didn't raise no fool, you know. love about this pan is that you can just remove it from the heat and separate it from the steam. So now it won't cook as much. Let's get the pan over here. Let's get the bowl. Get these transferred into the bowl. Mucho caliente. Wow. Bowl fills up nice and quick, huh? Almost to the brim. Perfect consistency. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some butter, some salt. And that's it. It's done. Oh, look at that. Oven's done. Let's take a peek inside. It looks like the bacon's cooked up nicely. That little crisp to the top of it. Let's get that out. Shut that oven off. Let's let that rest for 5 minutes and we'll check for the internal temperature. We're looking for 145 degrees. And you know that pork is cooked through. So let's let that rest for a few minutes and let's get these string beans done. Cut off a nice piece of butter. Cut that into quarters. Drop it in, drop it in. And drop it in. Let's add a little salt. And what kind of salt do we add today? Come on. Let's say it together. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Don't be shy with the salt. Salt equals flavor. You don't want to kill it, but you gotta have some flavor. Let's get that mixed up. A little more salt on this side. Let's get the butter put away. Not bad, not bad. A little more salt to this. So now that we've got the beans done, it's about time for the pork's been resting. Let's get it over here and put it on the cutting board. One, look at that. Two. Is that beautiful or what? So let's check quickly the internal temperature. We're looking for 145 degrees, boys. Alright, let's cut it open and see what we got. Oh, color looks good on this one. So let's get a taste. It's cooked beautiful. The bacon gives it flavor. I can taste the Dijon mustard with the brown sugar, and the black pepper. The meat is tender, to die for. Another great meal, well done. All right, so if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button below. And don't forget to come visit Frankie G, the Cooking Cowboy. Till next time.